Hey everyone, it's Lee Zephyr here, Lee Zephyr Books. Just wanted to do my first welcome video to the channel for the Lee Zephyr Books YouTube channel. Channel's been up for a little bit now. I've just not gotten around to doing a welcome video. Been a little bit busy, been doing some other stuff, but wanted to get on here to welcome you guys, kind of start uploading regular content to the channel, letting you guys know a little bit what it's about, a little bit what I'm about, get some interaction with you guys. So Lee Zephyr, author of The Princess and the Squire, Phoenix Main Saga Book 1, available now on Amazon and Audible through audiobook. On Amazon, it's available in audiobook, ebook, and paperback. The ebook is either $2.99 or $3.99, I believe. The paperback is $9.99, and the audiobook is, I believe, $13.99 or $14.99. It's a great cover. I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Sean Green, sorry. Sean Green did the cover. A buddy of mine I work with. And then on the audiobook, Sean Jones did the narration for the audiobook. They both did great jobs, great work. Be sure to check out more of their work. More of Sean Jones over on Audible. And Sean Green on Amazon, he actually has his own series of books, the Evo Born Saga, which include Break, Collide, and Dodge. All three of those are available on Amazon by Sean Green, and he did his own covers as well and then wrote the books. But for mine, he did do the cover, which is awesome. Looks excellent. I'll show you here. The spine looks really good. Sits good on a shelf. I'll show you the back cover here. So yeah, this was my first book that I ever published, my first self-published indie author I've been writing books, well, first book I've written, I've been writing since I was a kid, since I was in middle school and even early elementary school. I'd written some short stories. When I was in middle school, I got a lot more into writing poetry and poems and stuff, and songs, like song lyrics. And then when I got into high school, it kind of grew into a little bit more of short stories and trying my hand at fiction writing. So yeah, it's kind of been this growth. I've not written poetry in a long time. Might be something to look out for. I may release a new poetry book, and I may even release a collected works of some of my former written works, my former poetry and song lyrics. Release those out. Like I said, it was back in my middle school days, so you definitely gotta keep that in mind. Maybe I'll throw some new poetry in there at the end, so you see if I've grown and you see the trajectory there. But that may be something fun if you guys are interested in that. If you guys be interested in seeing a collected works of some of my older poems or song lyrics, or even some older short stories, I could put a collected group of that together and sell a book based on that. If you guys would be interested in, give me some feedback. Let me know. So with this channel, I wanted to be able to really, again, get a chance to interact with you guys, the fans, the readers, the audience, new and old fans alike. Hopefully bring more fans in and get more interaction and more kind of growth and recognition, to more spread, I guess you could say. And so mostly it'll be, I will do any kind of updates for new books or any kind of new writing updates that I've got going on for the Lee Zephyr books and novels and novellas and stuff. I'll also maybe do some vlogging videos on here, maybe do some video game videos, do some gaming videos and content to throw up for you guys. Just fun little ways to interact and that you guys can get to know me better and I can get to know you all better. But yeah, so I wanted to shoot this video and kind of do an introductory and a welcome. Like I said, after I got into high school, I really started focusing on fiction novels and, fiction writing and short stories, and really wanted to make a kind of a career out of it, at least a secondary career. I was a theater kid in high school, and so my goal with graduation was to major in college in theater and acting, and then minor in writing, to have that as like my backup career goal to help fund me on the side when my acting. So it'd be two paycheck kind of thing. I could write books in my free time when I wasn't doing any kind of acting gig and make money off of that to support the acting and the acting to support the writing, vice versa. Like I said, I grew up in a small town, so there wasn't a whole lot of opportunities once I got out. So I kind of set those things on the back burner to focus on work and money and kind of growth there and getting out on my own and independence and stuff. And so with that, I kind of just, again, put it on the back burner, just kind of figured I'd missed my window, figured I'd missed the mark. And then, like I said, so Sean Green, who did the cover for this, it was actually a coworker of mine. And when at the time that we had met, he had already had a couple books on the Amazon Marketplace that he had self-published through the indie route, and really helped me a lot. He taught me a lot about everything he knew in the process and the routing of taking the self-published and doing these things. And so through that, it really helped motivate and inspire me and push me to get back into writing. And it really helped make this come true and make this book come true, to get this first novel out there, The Princess and the Squire. And like I said, and then 2 years later, about a year and a half to 2 years later, I was able to publish my first book. It's been a very exciting journey, a very fun journey, very emotional journey to be able to hold my first copy in my hand. Like I said, I published the official publish date for Princess and the Squire. The ebook version was November 25th, I believe, this year. It was right around Thanksgiving of, not this year, 2020. And so it's been exciting. It's been very exciting. Not long after that, I was able to get the paperback version up, and just recently we was able to get the audiobook finished. We finished that a couple weeks ago, I think. And so all three versions are available on the marketplace, and I encourage you guys to check it out. Like I said, it's my first book, my first time. I didn't have money for editors or proofreading and stuff, so I did a lot of self-editing and self-going through. So there are things obviously that I've missed, and it's, but it's still a really fun read. I really still definitely recommend it and encourage it. I feel like it's got a good message. I feel like it's got a lot of heart, and I feel like there's a lot more to come. I feel like I've got a lot more stories to tell, both in this world and in many other worlds and genres that I have ideas for or started projects for that I hope to finish and put out to share with you guys. And all of these things would be great. And like I said, I'm excited for you guys to come with me on this kind of journey through this. So like I said, definitely like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, tell your family, friends. If you have had a chance to check out the book, definitely let me know what you thought about it. Leave me a review or rating on Amazon, Goodreads, or Audible, and let me know what you thought. Like I said, because any kind of feedback helps me to grow in the future. So that ways I know kind of what you guys liked about the book, what you didn't like, what things that you may like to see in the future, what just your thoughts maybe on certain interpretations of things and certain characters, which characters you really liked. All that feedback helps me to grow, and it helps the books and the stories and characters to grow, and it helps my relationship with you guys to build. And so that's really what I'm hoping to do here, is to build within the community kind of thing. Like I said, it's a big thing to me to reach out to you. That's why I write. That's, to me, it's about giving people a place that they can escape to. I've always been of the mind, I've been a big pop culture fan. I love movies, I love comics, video games, TV shows, anything with a good story or good plot that you can just delve into and kind of escape into. And these are the things that I want to provide for other people. Life's rough, especially I think last year we all learned a lot about life being rough. And so one of the best ways to get through it is to have these little escapes into other worlds or other lives or other pages, between the pages, and into these other characters' eyes and their shoes and stuff. And sometimes if it can be fantastical enough to help us escape our own, what we're going through, but also at times maybe it is a book or something in a story or a movie is actually very realistic, and it's something maybe that is very realistic and very relatable. But because it's relatable, it gives you that notion that you're not alone, that you've went through it as well, or to be able to say this character is going through something similar to what I went through, so that they understand, or you understand on the level of what their emotions are. And I think that stories of any variety within art of any kind has the ability to do that, and I think it's very important in people's lives. And so, yeah, so come with me on this journey to with this YouTube channel, and the main goal with Lee Zephyr Books is to spread and help people escape into the pages. But again, not just that, but I'll upload all kinds of videos on here and content to stay in contact and kind of grow awareness for anything and everything. So like I said, so definitely just leave me comments below or get in touch with me. I'll leave links to the Lee Zephyr Books website, the Lee Zephyr Books Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I'm also going to be putting in the recommended section for some other YouTube channels that I have been a part of or am a part of and taken part of and doing videos and content on, to give you guys an extra way to get to see me or get to know me better. And yeah, so I just want to thank you guys for coming out today, and hopefully have some more videos up soon. Try to get up 1 or 2 videos a week, even if they're just videos like this of me just talking to you guys and interacting, providing updates about what's going on in the book world. I do have a novella that I'm currently working on and another novel that I'm working on. It's going to be a different genre, kind of a step away from the Princess and the Squire was. It's going to be a kind of suspense thriller, detective noir, supernatural mystery type novel. I'm hoping to have it and the novella, which is going to be a bit based more in reality type novella, a little short story thing about holidays and the different seasons and stuff that go throughout a year. Both of those I'm going to try to have out before the end of this year. I'm hoping to have those at least in some capacity released before 2022. And then I actually have a pretty big plan, a little blueprint plan that I've written down, ideas or started projects that I've not got a chance to finish or go back to from back in the day that I'd like to revamp or re-edit and get out. Stuff like that I'd like, my goal is to get a bunch of those out within the next 3 or 4 years. But again, the more that I can get these books out and get these growing and get the community growing and make the money and get an income, hopefully in the future, to be able to do this full time, to put all of my time and work effort and energy into writing and video content, then that will build me more time when I'm able to make this my main job instead of the backup, so to speak, or to make it a career out of it, which is the dream goal. So once we get there, then I'll be able to release a lot more content on the regular. But I'm going to try to release as much as I can right now anyways, for you guys and for myself, and to let it grow. So thank you for joining us here at Lee Zephyr Books, the YouTube channel. Be sure to share this video, share the news of the channel and the book with everybody you know that loves to read, that wants an escape, that likes a good fantasy novel, a good little trip into some knights and princes and princesses and kings and queens and horses and sword fights. Just a little bit of everything in here. A little bit of magic at the end there. You never know. You never know what's going to happen in a good fantasy book. And you definitely don't know what's coming in the future. You never know. Big plans, and hopefully you guys will stick with me through it. Hopefully you guys will join me, and I appreciate you for coming out. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, and get with me on the next video.